Hello everyone, Johnny Hurricane here from GamersHeroes.com, and today we'll be going over which life path you should take in Cyberpunk 2077. Let's get started. First thing I want to say, don't stress about this too much. There are minor changes that are kind of cool, but nothing that is going to be like, oh my god, you should have picked Nomad, you fool. You know, it's whatever. Pick what you want to pick. Let's start with Corpo. Corpo is what I'm playing, so it's the one I'm most familiar. I've played all of them, but I'm most familiar with Corpo. So Corpo, if you want to be Corpo, it's exactly as it sounds. You are a corporation, man or woman or whatever, and this gives you opportunities to know things about high-level corporation individuals. So when an event pops up that has to do with someone that is involved with a corporation, you already have inside knowledge for that. So basically, you'll be able to get more lore, or you'll get information, or you might even get different dialogue options. See, as you can see here, Corpo, this will apply to Street Kid and Nomad as well. It's just different information. This woman is a corporate person, so I have this option because I am the Corpo guy. I will say of the three, Corpo is the longest. I felt like I spent a lot of time in there, and there were a lot of choices and potential consequences. There's a lot of people to talk to. And down the line, I actually did run into one of them later. It's like, yo, what happened to you, dude? Like, where'd you go? Because long story short, you don't stay Corpo long. But yeah, it was interesting because I had made a couple of choices. I didn't think they'd actually do anything, but they did. I don't want to spoil them, but the most choices come from the Corpo selection. But again, it's not going to change anything dramatically. You also start with your suit, which is right here. It's not a ton of armor or anything, but it is like 500 credits if you want to sell it. It does look fancy as well. Everyone does start with their clothes, except I don't know if Nomad does, actually. I don't remember. But point being, if you want a little bit of extra cash, Corpo will allow you to sell the suit for a little bit of extra money. But I'm just going to tell you right now, 500 credits is nothing in the long run, so don't let that determine what you're going to do. You also get access to the life coach on your phone, but every time I've called him, he hasn't answered, so I don't know if it does anything. All right, now we're going to Street Kid. This is, I believe, the most popular option, and it's basically a guy who just grew up in Night City. He knows a ton about Night City. He knows about drugs, alcohol, the history of Night City. So if you want more lore about the city, Street Kid's going to be for you. He also knows about the gangs and the everything that's going on. So as opposed to Corpo, who kind of knows the higher ups of the city, Street Kid knows the lower scummy kind of guys. And he also gets the phone number for he's a gang leader, and he's a fixer, which fixers give you missions. So you kind of get the missions a little bit earlier, but everyone ultimately gets those missions down the line. He also knows a lot about drugs. As I said, there was an instance where a guy was like, yo, sit down, take this. And as a Street Kid, I was like, is this, I don't remember, like black fungus or something. I don't remember what it was called. Point is, I knew what it was, and I could tell that by taking it, what it was going to do to my body. So I ended up taking it to put the guy at ease. But if you don't have Street Kid, you don't have that option. So again, drugs, alcohol, and history of the city. Another example, I was at a bar and they're like, this bar's been around for a long time. It's just more lore. And you start off with like a t-shirt and pants with this. It's very basic outfit choices. Lastly, we have the Nomad choice. These are the guys that know a ton about cars, about tech, radios. They've lived out on the fringes of society, so basically they are very good at tinkering and repair stuff. So if a car event comes up, or if you walk in and someone's using certain kind of technology, you'll have those types of options, like Nomad option, like, oh, that's cool looking tech, and then they kind of geek out about it. But it's pretty cool. The Nomad one is actually extremely quickly. You don't get any phone number, but there's a sheriff who's kind of a D-bag. And I feel like as the Nomad, you're eventually going to run into him again down the line. I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I will, because that guy was acting like a straight clown. And if you just want to get right into the game, Nomad is the way to go. I think it was done in like maybe 20, 30 minutes. The others take about an hour. Nomad's pretty bare bones, not going to lie. I don't even know if he comes with an outfit. There might be a Nomad outfit, but it's not very valuable. And if you're playing it, it's not for that outfit. Again, none of these are going to break the game. Like, oh, well, I need to be the Nomad because he's the best. It's nothing like that, so don't stress about it. You're just going to get extra dialogue options based upon your background. And from the intro, you'll probably run into a couple of extra people down the line that recognize you from the beginning. The sheriff, the Corpo dude who I was like, hey, send the guy out. or as a street kid, most likely one of the soldiers you gave a bunch of crap. So that's about it. Don't stress over it. Pick what you want to play. Again, they're not very long, so if you pick one and you don't like it, just restart. You waste like an hour of your life. That's about it. Don't stress. Pick what you want to play and enjoy the game. But that'll do it for me. If you liked what you saw and got what you needed, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, Gators.